So, do you have any particular stories from either World War World War II or Korea that you'd like to share? Just a particular.
All I can tell you is I worked my fanny off.
I bet you did.
I worked my fanny off, but I played hard too.
Made up for it.
We got on a train cross country. In order during this time, they were forming the hospital, the commanding officer, and anesthesiologist, and the doctors and everything. And we got on a train and went to Massachusetts, and we sailed out of Massachusetts Harbor. And we got on a ship. New Amsterdam was a ship, belonged to Amsterdam, and it was converted. It was a cruise ship, and it was converted into a troop ship. I think there were 3,000 of us on that ship.
Wow.
We got to Belgium, and the Army had I don't know if they appropriated or something, but there was a highfalutin castle that somebody owned, and they built it to females in that. And a room was built for 2, we had 4. And they're bringing patients off of the field from the war. And we were out in a tent, the first I was telling you, and they brought this young man. I was on a litter, the litter bearers brought him in and put him, we didn't have tables, we had sawhorses, and you put the litter on top of the sawhorses. And this young man, he was filthy, absolutely filthy, dirty, dirt in his hair and everything, and he had a fractured left leg. I'll never forget that. And he ached all over, and he smelled like he hadn't had a bath in 10 years. So they put him to sleep to do whatever he had to do. And after the doctors were through, the other nurse and I, we washed his hair, we gave him a complete bath, we put a new gown on him, put him on the litter, and he went to the rear, to the hospital. I often wonder, he was 17 years old, I often wonder, what happened to him? What happened to him?
Yeah, who knows?
But he doesn't remember. All he probably remembers, I got shot up.
Right. Wow. So did you ever have any inhibitions about going into war or into the battle area, or did it ever make you scared or nervous, or were you just you took it in stride?
New experience, honey, you just do it. Well, we had fun.
So what was fun? Just doing that and being involved?
Yeah, and there was we worked 12-hour shifts. Of course, you got to sleep sometime. But you have days off too. So we were dating some fighter pilots, and they were in Stuttgart, and I think what's held in the airplane, P-51s or whatever it was. When they were finished with their mission in Germany, they'd buzz a hospital. They knew to let us know they were in town.
Right.
They got to Stuttgart, and the guys that we were going to date, they didn't have any BOQs, they didn't have hotels, they didn't have anything. So they'd farm us out to these German houses.
Really?
So she lived in one house and I lived in the other house. And the guys would come by and pick us up in a Jeep and take us out to eat. And then took us back, and we got back. This time we did get on the train to go back to Nancy. And we were late getting there. And we thought we were AWOL. I think between us we had $5 in cash. And in a train station, some lady was selling orchids. I'll never forget it. How much was it? $5. So we pooled our resources and we were giving it to the chief nurse because we knew we were going to get our asses chewed because we were late. We went in and reported as ordered, and why were you late? So we told her, and we gave her this orchid. She said, you didn't have to do that.
It didn't hurt.
No, it didn't hurt it, but we went out of cash. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness.
I'm a flight nurse, and because I went to Alabama for my flight training in '52, And then immediately that, you got flying status. And you got extra pay for flying status. And I flew out of Hawaii for 3 years, during the Korean War. Configuration of the airplane took all the seats out, except when you had ambulatory patients, you left those seats. Then we had stanchions for the litters. Three litters to a stanchion.
The Army nurse didn't have time to be scared. Oh, this is talking about the iron lung and
Oh, is that the picture of the iron lung?
right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that had never been done before.
That's amazing.
I spent 3 years in Spain, in a base called Harrold Air Force Base, outside of Madrid. And that's where I was when Tyrone Power died. I was the first lieutenant or captain, I don't know which. But anyway, he died in Spain.
Oh,
And you know who I'm talking
the
about.
actor?
He's an actor.
Right. I know who he is.
And we got the body in our morgue.
Really?
It was this gal, I can't even remember her name, but she's a big girl. She's tall as you, but bigger. And she was on the nurse on the other ward, and I was on the other one. She came in and said, "Let's go down to the morgue." I said, "What for?" We were making night duty. "Well, they got Tyrone Power down there." "Well, do you have the key to the morgue?" "Yeah, come on, let's go." It was midnight or after midnight. We went down there and flipped on the lights, and old Tyrone was sitting on the litter there. I mean, laid out on the litter, still handsome.
Wow. That's an experience.
And then they flew them out. You know, the body was flown out a couple of days later. I thought he was a beautiful actor myself, and I think he was a good-looking guy.
So he was making a movie over there, or he lived?
Yeah, and he had a coronary, I think.
Wow.
And they didn't. They took the body over to our facilities. Want to ride, Jimmie? When are we going? How about now? And I was off duty, of course. Put your flight suit on, let's go. So I got right in the back seat of a fighter, an F-100, piloted by Chuck Yeager.
What? What?
That's right.
You were kidding me. Wow.